Hello, I'm Super Orange Cat here and today with Toonami's ratings from July 11th, 2020. Let's start at the top of the block. At the top of the block, we have Dragon Ball Super at a .27, Paranoia Agent at .24, Mob Psycho 100 at a .23, Black Clover at a .19, Naruto Shippuden at a .15, and somehow Samurai Jack at a .13. Overall, this was a stunningly amazing week for Toonami. Dragon Ball Super had a marathon last week, didn't rate higher than a .17 at any point. It had a .27 this week. I just find that to be just staggering. And my best theory about it, even though I'm honestly kind of at a loss for words, is the fact that word of mouth came around after last week because not a lot of people followed the specific announcements about what Toonami's airing, especially considering that Toonami changes its schedule a lot. But people are like, hey, Dragon Ball Super was on last week. It's probably me on this weekend. Lo and behold, midnight we had an episode of Dragon Ball Super and a lot of people stuck around. And with the halo effect afterwards, every single show raised after that. And some people are like, well, the whole block's doing well. I'm like, yes, you're right. The whole block is doing well. These are great numbers, but it's this great because it's being pulled up by Dragon Ball Super. And that's why I tweeted earlier today, it's like, just looking at these ratings, like, Dragon Ball Super just isn't the best show on Toonami in terms of ratings. It basically is Toonami at this point. Because, think about it this way, with the era, I guess, if you could divide up the era of Toonami in terms of, like, what was the lead-off show, the My Hero Academia era was merely okay. I think, like, once, maybe twice, they had a number this good for new episodes. This is a rerun and it pulled in a .27. And like I kept saying throughout that whole era, like, yeah, these are decent numbers, but Dragon Ball Super would be on a whole nother level, and this week shows that. I was proven wrong. I guess last week, I guess actually a couple days ago when I covered last week's rating, the week before's ratings, I'm like, oh, it might get like a .18. It might do a little better because of word of mouth, but this is just amazing numbers. And what makes it better is if you compare it to the rest of the numbers. Showbuzz Daily, where I pulled this number, pulled the image from that has like the listings of the ratings. If you looked at the chart, all these are reruns, so they wouldn't be in the chart itself since the chart only shows premieres. However, if these shows were in the chart, they would be like Dragon Ball Super would be the second of the night, Paranoia Agent would be the third best of the night, Mob Psycho would be the fourth best of the night, and Black Clover would be like the ninth best of the night. And that's just staggering. Even like Samurai Jack, which okay, that's another thing I have to mention in a minute. Samurai Jack would still been like in the top 30. That would have been amazing for Toonami. And yeah, just Dragon Ball Super just might be the savior that the block needed. The building, the William Street Adult Swim headquarters building in Midtown Atlanta needs to be renamed St. Goku's Cathedral. I'm kind of serious about, well, joking obviously, but I'm kind of serious about it because that is the reason why Toonami is going to stick around. Purely because of Dragon Ball. Purely because of Dragon Ball Super. And that's just staggering, really. Now to cover the other kind of news this past couple days is that apparently when Adult Swim was listing their Toonami schedules, like on Adult Swim's normal schedule thing, so without any fanfare, they've been listing Samurai Jack, which has been airing at 3 o'clock, as Toonami. Although we never got an announcement through like their Facebook, Jason DeMarco never mentioned this, but apparently they're kind of considering this Toonami, and I guess Showbuzz Daily here picked up on it and is also kind of considering Toonami as well. And although this Samurai Jack is definitely not like it definitely is going to be like the type of show to be on Toonami since season 5 debuted on Toonami. But I mean, it's kind of weird how this is without any fanfare, considering Samurai Jack is still a fan favorite of the show of the block. It's not like they're bringing back Top Team Epic or something. But again, it's just like honestly a bit not really surprising. It's just like kind of an interesting situation. Maybe we'll get clarification in the next couple days or so. And one more thing I want to bring up is, although these ratings are great, what I'm honestly surprised we haven't gotten yet is announcement about Golden Wind. Because like I mentioned, yeah, the VA of Giorno from Golden Wind came out, the English dub VA of Giorno came out and said that they're more or less, Viz is more or less finished with the dub. We're finished with the dub here. So considering that JoJo had been delayed because of the dub not having episodes prepared, and we got Ball Masters into place. And the fact that Balls Masters finished season 1 this past Saturday, it should seem like a slam dunk that we get Golden Wind this week. And it's Tuesday, late afternoon, and we hadn't got that announcement yet. So again, type of situation that I think needs to be addressed sooner rather than later. And by sooner, I mean like probably within the next day or so. Because Toonami does have a flair of the dramatic. They do like making these late announcements just to torture people. So maybe we still get Golden Wind's next dubbed episode coming out this Saturday at 2 in the morning. Maybe not. I hope so, but considering Toonami, I'm wondering what their long-term game is. The scary thing about the ratings being good this week is I can see Toonami, who's more or less on a shoestring budget right now, just deciding to rest on their laurels and be like, oh, we're going to have great ratings. We have Dragon Ball Super again, and not do much to alleviate the rest of their schedule. Like Black Clover, I think there's still only a few episodes left until they hit until they hit where Funimation is with the dub. Mob Psycho ends in like 2 or 3 episodes. Paranoia, I think next week is the last episode, or maybe the week after that, you know? And I mean, you're gonna have to replace those. What are you gonna do? Just put Cowboy Bebop or something again, or Space Dandy, or God forbid the Fully Cooley sequels? But yet again, what do you guys think? What are your opinions on these ratings? What's your favorite show currently on the block? And do you also believe that William Street needs to be renamed St. Goku's Cathedral? Leave your comments, leave your opinions down below. I appreciate your support. I am Super Orange Cat, and that is all.